North Korean leader shown observing weapons test as country fires projectiles into eastern waters. An image published by North Korean state media purporting to show a weapons test on April 16. CNN. North Korea fired two projectiles into waters off the east of the Korean peninsula Saturday evening. According to the South Korean military, the country's 12th such test this year. Images published Sunday by North Korea state-owned newspaper Rodong Sinmun showed the country's leader Kim Jong-un smiling and clapping as he observed the test firing of what the newspaper called a new tactical weapon. The projectiles were fired from North Korea's Hamhung area around 6 p.m., South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said in a statement on Sunday. The projectiles flew about 110 kilometers, about 68.3 miles at an altitude of 25 kilometers, 15.5 miles, with a maximum speed of Mach 4.0 or lower, said the statement. On Sunday, North Korean state media KCNA reported Kim had observed the testing firing of the new type tactical guided weapons, which was carried out successfully. KCNA claimed the new weapon boosted the country's frontline long-range artillery unit and increased the efficiency in the operation of a tactical nuke of North Korea and the diversification of their firepower missions. An image purporting to show a missile test by North Korea on April 16 as published by state media. Immediately after the launch, South Korea's military, intelligence agencies, and National Security Office held an emergency meeting to assess the situation and discuss countermeasures, according to the Joint Chief of Staff statement. South Korean President Moon Jae-in is receiving a real-time report from the National Security Office and has ordered the rebelliant government ministries to inspect North Korea's movement. Moon's spokeswoman Park Kyung-mi said in a statement Sunday. We are aware of the North Korean statement that they conducted the test of long-range artillery system. We analyzed all activities to close coordination with our allies and partners, said a spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Defense in the statement, adding that the U.S. is very clear on our commitment to the defense of South Korea, Japan, and the U.S. homeland. Do Young Kim, an adjunct senior fellow at the Center for the New American Security, said North Korea had been aiming to make missiles that can evade defense systems with features that can fly them under the US and South Korea's radars. These types of missiles are especially threatening to South Korea and Japan, and their weapons that can be used in or even start in conflict, she said. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un purportedly observing a missile test on April 16, according to North Korean state media. Ankit Fanda, Stanton Senior Fellow at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, added that this was the first time North Korea has specifically ascribed a tactical nuclear weapons role for the missile at a test. North Korea has increased its missile test this year, including its first intercontinental ballistic missile called ICBM in more than 4 years on March 24th, in defiance of international law. In just the first 4 months of 2022, the North has conducted 12 tests. By comparison, it only conducted 4 tests in 2020 and 8 in 2021. The ICBM was reported to be its most formidable yet, though missile expert and South Korean military official later said it may have been a less advanced weapon than previously believed. Young Kim said the test could have several purposes, one being a message to the North Korean people that their country is strong despite their apparent economic difficulties. North Korea also has a domestic imperative to make and perfect the types of advanced weapons that Kim Jong-un ordered last year, she said. This year is an important one for the country because of several major dates, including the 10-year anniversary of Kim Jong-un's rule and the 110th anniversary of the birth of its founder, Kim Il-sung, one of the most important events in the North Korean calendar. Lee Sang-hyun, president of the South Korean think tank Sejong Institute, said Kim may be under pressure to show off his achievement. April holds many of those important dates, providing an opportunity to show off to the world about their country's missile and nuclear capabilities. Another reason for the recent test could be to protect the U.S.-South Korea joint military drills set to take place this month, experts said. North Korea has long condemned these joint drills as posing a grave threat to its security, accusing the U.S. of the hostile policy toward the country.